Hello my friends, welcome to my YouTube channel TechMart. Today I'll explain what is DCM, how we can configure DCM with the data power, what all prerequisites we need while we'll do configuration of DCM with the data power, what are the tasks we can do with the help of DCM. So let's go first, what is DCM? Okay, let's see here. Okay, and DCM is data power configuration manager. That is an open source. Okay, that is published by the IBM. Okay, and that is used for automating. Okay, automating the configuration and management of data power. Okay, so basically DCM is a data power configuration manager that is published by IBM, and it's open source, that is used to automating the configuration and the management of data power. For that we'll use the ART script. Okay, that will help for the deployment, automate the build and deployment and release process of data power configuration and management. Okay, so we'll use ART script to interact with the data power. To ART script to interact with the data power through the XMI, that is XML management interface, and your port 5550 shall be enabled, otherwise we'll not able to communicate with data power through the DCM. So we can perform, okay, you can mention here uses are common deployment task at domain. Okay, let's see. Okay, domain and at device level. Okay, and second is ART based. Actually it provides ART based task and target for some custom deployment task. Okay, so for that what we need here is, let's say here is our DCM. Okay, DCM, and here is our data power. Data power, and it will be connect through port 550. Okay, so for that, let's go to data power. XML management interface. So this port shall be enabled here, otherwise it will not able to communicate with the data power. So for that we need some jar files and ART script. Okay, I'll after that video I'll upload whatever all the prerequisite we need. Okay, I'll mention here what all the prerequisite we need here. Okay, first of all we need the DCM. Okay, DCM software we need. It's just a it's just a folder. Okay, I'll upload that the folder. You can download the DCM. Second thing, we need the ART. Okay, or you can download from the internet also. Third, we need some jar files. Okay, I'll mention the name of the jar files which we need. Okay, and I'll upload those jar files also. You don't need to download from the internet. Okay, so these are some mandatory jar file, xln.jar. Okay, second is serializer. .jar. Okay, then xml hyphen apis .jar. Okay, then xerces impl.jar. Okay, and xsltc.jar. Okay, and you need the jdk. Okay, you need the java. Okay, for that you need to set java, okay, into path. I'll show you. I have already set those variables. Okay, path. Okay, and this jar file shall be part of your class path. Okay, and this ART also be set as part of your path. Okay, and you can keep your DCM into path if you want. Okay, I'll show you. I have set all those things. Okay, so first, how you can run that DCM? Just simply go to the folder where you kept that files. Okay, and just write the cmd into a browser of the folder. Okay, then it will come to your command prompt. I'll show you the path which I set for Java and ART script. Okay, so here you can see the Java. It's my Java path. Okay, and I'm using some. Here is my ART. Okay, and I keep some. Here is my DCM. Okay, and let's see the class path. Okay, here I have set my Java. Okay, this is my Java Okay, and here are my all these are my in this path I have kept the jar file which I mentioned. 5 jar files I kept in this path. Okay, so these are the prerequisite. If you'll not set all this path and class path, okay, and if the Java is not installed in your system, then it will not work. So you have to just make sure that all the whatever prerequisite I told you that has been configured and placed in the folder where I mentioned. Okay, now I'll tell you how we can log in to Datapower with the help of DCM, and what other activity we can perform with the help of DCM. So here are these things. Okay, as I told you, let me add one more thing here. It will connect here. Okay, and with the help of script. Okay, so this is DCM. How DCM will connect with the Datapower with the port 550, and here are the prerequisites which we need for DCM. Okay, so let's come here. First we need to check the access, that if we are able to connect with the Datapower through DCM or not. Okay, so these are the commands. Okay, okay, so what we need to mention here first, deployment and .xml file is already available, okay, in the path. And here we need to mention the path of your DCM directory where you kept your DCM. Okay, and here is the host name, IP, or the host name of the DP device, Datapower device. Here you need to mention the user ID and the password. Okay, you can do one more thing. If you want to use a property file, just create a property file with the extension of .properties, and you can kept all these details like your DCM path, okay, your host name, your user ID, and the password you can keep in that property files, and through the property file you can connect with the Datapower. Okay, so here is my actual end script. Okay, so here I ant-f deploy.end.xml. Here is my directory where I kept my DCM. Okay, and this is the host name of my Datapower. This is user ID and the password. So we'll check if we have the access or not. Okay, so if you can see this build successful means you have the access, and the integration of DCM is fine with the Datapower. So after that I'll let me tell you some few activity which we can do with the help of DCM. Okay, a task we can do. Okay, so we can do some task like we can create and delete the domains. Okay, I'll show you how we can do this thing. Okay, set second, export and import the object. I'll show you how we can do. Okay, practically I'll show you. Third, we can do like we can delete, we can create. First we create, okay, delete, restore. Actually it's not a create, first it's the save. Okay, save, delete, restore the checkpoints. Okay, we can, sorry, fourth number, we can upload files. Okay, files or directories. I'll show you when we'll import, export and import object, and I'll show you how it will create the directories. Okay, okay, we can create well card. Okay, validation credential we can create well card. Okay, and we can create, delete, modify objects. Okay, we can create and remove host alias. Okay, and many more. Okay, I'll show you few things like how we can create and delete a domain, export and import the object, and upload files and directory. Okay, let's go to the lab. Okay, let's move to lab. Okay, so here is my Datapower. Okay, I'll show you the domain. Okay, application domain. So here we have three domains: API Connect, V10, Default, and Lab. I'll create a new domain name as DCM. So let me run the command. So here, okay, so here what we need to mention first, and as we'll run the AND script. Okay, here is the directory, okay, where the DCM is kept, and here is the host name, username, password, and here is the, we'll create it a domain, so we need to mention the domain name and then save it. Okay, so let's run this command. Okay, so it's creating the domain. So here we can see that build is successful. Let's go to Datapower and let's see the domain is created or not. Okay, so let's refresh this thing. So here we can see the DCM domain is created. Okay, and here also we can see that the domain is available. Let's go to that domain. So this is the domain. Here no object is created, and let's go to file structure. So in the local there is I didn't create any files, no files is available actually. So what I'll do, I'll go to another domain. Okay, I have here multi-protocol gateway, and what I'll do, I'll export this multi-protocol gateway object and will import this object into DCM domain. Okay, so for that we need to run some two commands. First we need to export, okay, and then we need to import that object into whatever domain, or you can yes, into another domain. So the object will be like, you have some domains like in dev you create some object, okay, and you want to move that object into SIT domain, okay, and from SIT to UAT, or like or you want to export that object into production. So with the help of DCM you can do all those things, okay. So for that I need to run a command, okay, and I'll tell you that you can create and you can delete also the domain, okay, and after this activity I'll show you how we can delete that domain as well, okay. So first let me export the object, okay. So let me, if I can see, yes, here I'll run this command, I'll show you the command here, okay. So again here is, it's a ant, okay, the deployment.xml. Here is my path of DCM. Here is the host name, here is the username, DUID, the password. Now from which domain we need to export the object, we need to mention the domain name. Then we need to tell it's a WSP or multi-protocol gateway, means you need to mention the object class, okay, as I mentioned here, it's a class, okay. So it's my multi-protocol gateway, and then we need to mention the name of the object, okay, this is the name of the object, and then we'll export that file, okay, into the default directory. And here we need to mention what activity we need to perform, export or import, okay. So I'll run that command here, okay. So it showed that build is successful. So let's go to that domain and let's see if the object is available or not, okay. So let's go to the DCM domain, okay. First let's check if the directory is, I'll show you, okay, just come lab domain. For this object we are using some files like local services, read write demo, and here I am using a read write file.js, okay. So this is the file structure is service, read write demo, transformation, and read write file. And I told you that we can, here I mentioned that we can, where is the, yes, we can upload files or the directories, okay. So when we export the object and import the object, so at that time it will show you the object is available, means the directory will be created automatically. As of now we just exported the object, we didn't import it. So in the DCM domain the same file structure will not be available. So let's go to the DCM object, okay. So here is no file is created, okay, no object is available here. So for that what we need to do, we need to run the import command, okay. So I'll show you the import commands as well, okay. So the same DCM directory, username, password, and here we need to mention the domain name, okay. See here the domain name is DCM. Here we exported from the lab domain and we are importing into DCM object. Then we need to again tell the class of the object, okay. It's a multi-protocol gateway, and then we need to mention the name of the object, and then from where it will pick the file from the default folder, it will pick the file and it will import, okay. So let's run that command and let's see how it will work, okay. So it's copying all the file, okay, and we can see here the build is successful, okay. So let's go to the DCM domain and let's see the directory is created or not. So here we can see this is the DCM domain actually, local services, service name, transformation, and the file is available, okay. So directory structure is created and the file is also uploaded here. Let's go to the object which we imported here. So here we can see the object is created here, it's down because both are using the same port. So what we need to do, we'll go to the front child handler and we'll change the port. Let me keep it 2001. Okay, so we can see here that now our object is up. Okay, let's go to the policy, that we can see that all the policies and rules are available here. So we can see that let me save it. Okay, so by this way we can export and import the objects. We can create the directory structure and all those things. So come to here. So now what we did, we just created the domain. Okay, we created the domain here, we completed this one, we export and import the object. Okay, and we upload the files or the directory, and as I told you that we can delete the domain also, so we can completely clean the domain. So for that we need to run a command. Okay, let me run that command also. Okay, maybe it's contained some object, so that's why it's not allowing. First we need to delete those object, and that then maybe it's allowed to delete that domain. Okay, uh, yes, it's not allowing to delete as the domain because it's contained some objects. Okay, so I think before that you have to delete some objects. Just wait a minute. Yes, you have to delete the objects, then you can delete the domains. Otherwise you have to go to the default domain and you can delete that domain manually. But I think it's having some object, that's why it's not allowing to delete as the domain. Okay, let me try one more thing here. Let's delete the object. Okay, and we'll try. Yes, here let's delete this one. I think we need to delete the files as well. Okay, let me check it's allowing us to delete or not. Okay, we are missing something. I need to check. Admin must log out of the okay. Let log out first. Okay, so we are missing this one. Okay, because we are in the same domain, that's why it was not allowing. Okay, we'll do one more thing. Okay, uh, let's export the object again. Okay, and let's see it will work or not. Okay, okay, it's done. Let's go to the domain. Okay, export. Now let's import. Oh, sorry. We need to create the domain also. Okay, because we have deleted that domain. Okay, let's see. Okay, and domain is created and the files is okay, domain is created, and let import the object. Okay, now we have the objects as well. Okay, so the it's available here. Okay, and let's go to the object. Let's see the object is available or not. Okay, it's available. So now we need to log out from this domain. Okay, and let's try to delete the domain. Okay, okay, now it's allowed. Actually the problem was we were logged into that domain with admin, and it was not allowing us. So let's go to the Datapower. Okay, here let's see if we can see. So here is no DCM domain is available. So as I told you that we can create and delete domain. Okay, export and import the object, and we can upload files or directory. You can try with some more and script, and you can try to, like, you can do some POCs, like how we can create and remove the host alias, how we can create the checkpoints. For that you have to check some and script. This is all about the DCM. Okay, so DCM is basically Datapower Configuration Manager, which is basically used to do some deployment activity at the domain level, or at the complete Datapower box, means for all the domains. Okay, and for that we have to keep enable interact through the XML management interface to the port 5550. Okay, I have mentioned some deployment task. Okay, for that we have some prerequisites, so I mentioned all the prerequisite here. Okay, and after that what all the activity we can perform with the help of DCM. Thank you guys. Actually it's all about the DCM and the Datapower communication. And thank you guys for watching my videos, and keep doing exercise, stay healthy. Thank you my friends.